in an area matchup with several years ago. And Cullman hasn't beaten Walker in a long, long time, and I expect that streak to continue tonight.
Woody, I always know you love cold weather and playoff football. Are you ready?
I'm ready, Brett. It ain't quite cold enough tonight, but it's chilly and clear. Nice night for a game.
We'll be back. Johnny Elmore and Woody Wilson will be back with the look at the Walker Vikings coming up next as Viking football continues in a moment.
I enjoy shopping here at Southern Wholesale Jewelers. My number one reason for shopping here is the price. I shop around other places for prices, but this is unbeatable. Southern Wholesale has the best prices in town. I have shopped here since 1988. The people are great, and the service is superb.
So consider Southern Wholesale Jewelers' unbelievable pricing, huge selection, and friendly service for your next jewelry purchase.
Baptist Medical Center Walker is part of the largest not-for-profit health system in Alabama, the Baptist Health System.
Always really exciting, a lot of fun, and boy, I'm fired up and looking forward to it. How about you?
Yeah, me too, Johnny. It's sudden death, and the winner goes home, and the loser goes home. Of course, the winner heads toward Birmingham, hopefully, eventually.
That's the final destination, the Super 6 at Legion Field in Birmingham. Let's have a look at Walker. The Vikings coming into the ball game. I think the defense has been underestimated. The defense is great here at Walker. The defense has really matured. Coach Davis has developed some depth on defense. And I tell you, Walker is allowing something like, 14 points a game over 10 games. But Walker comes in having won 6 games in a row. And in the last 3 ball games, Walker's averaged 41 points while allowing the opponents only 4. So the defense coming together just at the right moment for the playoffs, and they're going to be very strong. And a coach that used to be around these parts years ago, he's gone now, of course, used to say if you've got a good defense and you've got a good kicking game, you've got a good chance to win a ball game. Walker has got a great defense, and we've got a great kicking game. Brett Morrison leads the Birmingham metro area in punting. He can kick the long field goals. We've got 2 of the most dangerous return men in the state in Blake Ferris and, of course, the Wilson kid as well. So Walker's kicking game is top-notch, and the defense is top-notch. Offensively, Walker has come together offensively, I think. Of course, we had some mid-season injuries that hurt us quite a bit. And, of course, the main thing, Zach Norris going down in the second game for the year, losing our starting quarterback, was a real blow. But I have to give Trent Hill credit. He came in cold without a lot of experience. He's worked his way through some difficult situations. He has improved dramatically over the last few ball games. He can pass the football. Walker's passing game is great with Curington, Ferris, King, Wilson, those guys catching the football. We've got depth at running back. I think Walker can go a long way in the playoff. I'm going to predict that we'll go 3 rounds with no problem whatsoever. Then the semis and the championship game, well, that's a toss-up because you got 2 really great teams in Class 5A. That is Homewood and Briarwood. Walker will have to meet one of those 2 teams down the road if they want to win the championship. But first things first, the Cullman Bearcats, Walker and Cullman do not like one another, and I think this is going to be a smash-mouth, knockdown, drag-out playoff game. And I predict Walker's going to win here tonight because we have a better team, more speed, more depth. Woody, what about the defense?
It wins championships, Johnny, as we've said many, many times before. And defensively, last week, Vikings led by Ryan Stewart against Dora. He is in 11 tackles. Zach McCain had 8 tackles. Now, McCain will not play tonight, along with Bebo Dutton. They're in Coach Davis's doghouse. A 1-game suspension, so they're out for tonight. Hopefully be back next week. Bobby Hankins in on 8 tackles against Dora. Jason Basenberg, Dustin Brown, Dennis Franklin, Bubba Ellenberg playing great for the Walker Viking defense. And, of course, the Vikings had a great defensive game last year in the first round as they shut Muscle Shoals out, allowed them to 24 total yards. And I'm sure coordinator Roger Satcher would like that to happen here tonight against Cullman. We'll take a break, and Brett's going to be back to talk about the Bearcats after the break. Viking Television on Channel 55 continues after the break.
jungle out there, but there's no need to hunt for quality auto body repairs. At Blackwell's Body Shop, our reputation will take you captive. Newly expanded to meet your needs, and as a member of the Better Business Bureau, Blackwell's Body Shop understands how important your automobile is to you and guarantees you'll be satisfied with the service. Avoid the jungle at all costs. Take your automobile to Blackwell's Body Shop for the finest quality in auto body repair. Blackwell's Body Shop, Highway 69 South in Jasper. Call 384-5070 for Blackwell's Body Shop.
On the Walker Vikings in the first round of the state playoffs. The Bearcats 8-2 under Coach Mark Britton. Cullman finished third in Region 7 in 5A. Their only two losses coming on the road at Hartselle, and once again losing for the first time in 17 games at Woodard Stadium in Cullman to the Mortimer Jordan Devils. In 10 games this season, the Bearcats have averaged 28 points while allowing 16 points. Cullman has beaten West Point, Hansfield, Albertville, Boaz, Fort Payne, Etowah, Scottsboro, and beat the Arab Knights on the road last week 42-14 to end the regular season. On offense, the Cats are led by quarterback Lee Weathersby, a 6', 200-pound senior. Running back Heath Hall is Cullman's leading rusher. He and running back A.J. Johnson teamed up for over 900 yards rushing before Johnson was injured against Scottsboro. Johnson has been replaced in the Cullman backfield, though, as you can expect, by sophomore Tyler Heron. The Cats have solid receivers and tight end Matt White and split end Austin Hall. If the Cats go to the air, look for backup quarterback Josh Phillips to come in. We understand he is a great passer and is the better passer of the two quarterbacks that they play. Defensively, Cullman allows 16 points a game. The Bearcats' leading tackler is linebacker Justin Britt. He's 224 pounds. He's a sophomore. His brother Wesley Britt started at Cullman and is now a starter on Alabama's offensive line down in Tuscaloosa. Britt has over 130 tackles for Cullman this year. And also watch out for defensive end David Miller, a 215-pound senior. He's also very talented. The Vikings will have their word cut out for them tonight, as Cullman is well coached, and they have a great football team, as you can expect here in the first round of the state playoffs. All right, we're just about ready for kickoff. The coin toss and the opening kickoff is coming up next. The stands are beginning to fill up, as you see. Let's take a commercial break, and the exciting kickoff, the first round, coming up.
Dr. Bill Yates and his staff of highly trained medical professionals are pleased to support Walker High School and the Viking football program. As a Walker graduate, Dr. Yates attributes much of his success to the education and encouragement he received as a student at Walker High School. Both daughters, Leslie and Jessica, are also recent graduates. Dr. Bill Yates, Walker class of 72 and a part of a growing Walker tradition.
Generations of Americans have depended on State Farm for their family insurance needs. And we'll be there to keep our promise of protection for your family.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In Jasper, see your good neighbor, State Farm agents Roger Wilson, or Alan C. Usen, for all your insurance needs.
Toss of the coin as the Vikings come onto the field.
All right, guys, captains for tonight's game, number 11, Antoine Carrington, number 5, Ryan Stewart, Bobby Hankins, and Patrick Whip. Antoine will be our spokesman as the captains are meeting here, being introduced amongst one another. A pretty good crowd, as I'm face to the crowd now, has gathered here at Ki-Ro Gambrell Field. Referee once again introducing the Walker captains, and we go to him now.
Shake hands. All right, let me tell you right now, we're here to play football, and that's all we want to see, okay? It's a good, hard-hitting football game. As long as you keep it in hand, everybody in hand on your team, everything's going to be fine. When we start having to, somebody's going to go to the sidelines, okay? We don't care how hard you hit as long as you keep it clean, all right? We're not going to allow any talking, so don't even start it, all right? All right, whenever we got a penalty situation, I'll call for either white captain or black captain. I want you to come up, I'll explain your options. If you don't understand which one's best, please tell me, and I'll try to put it in some different terms for you. Some dead ball penalties, we'll pick it up and just step it off because there was no play involved, okay? All right, you're going to call it, right? That's tails. That side is heads, okay? Heads. That side is tails. Call it in. Call it loud. If I drop it, I'll pick it up and we'll flip it again, okay? Here we go. Tails. Tails he called. It is tails. It is tails. White wins the toss. You want the football. Okay, which end do you want?
The Cullman Bearcats win the coin toss. They elect to receive. Now let's send it upstairs to Johnny Elmore and Woody Wilson.
Walker captains down there. Patrick Wilson, Antoine Curington, Bobby Hankins, Ryan Stewart, and the rest of the seniors out there as captains as well. Woody.
And for Cullman, Lee Weathersby, number 52 out there. David Miller, 78. That is Zach Tubbs. And 85 for the Bearcats, Will Harding. In the traveling white uniforms, they're black and gold like us. The white jerseys, white pants, black helmets with the gold trim and the black numbers.
We'll give you the Walker defensive lineup since Cullman will get the ball first. Bubba Ellenberg will be at one end. Zach McCain is out tonight. He'll be back next week. The other end will be Jason Basenberg, moving up there from linebacker. He's played both positions, of course. The two tackles, Dennis Franklin and Ben Miller. The inside backers, Ryan Stewart and Dustin Brown. Outside will be Nolan Williams and Bobby Hankins. Quarterbacks, Blake Ferris, Antoine Curington. The safety, the senior Patrick Wilson.
Offensively, Cullman, the tight end, 88, Matt White, 6'2", 175 as senior. The split end, number 2, Austin Hall, 5'6", 140 as senior. On the offensive line, 76, Emery Bashu, 6'1", 235 a junior. Right guard, Justin Britt, 6'4", 225 a sophomore. The center, 61, Justin Jarrett, 5'11", 170 a senior. Left guard, David Miller, 52, 6'4", 215 a senior. And left tackle, 78, Zach Tubbs, 6'7", 320 a senior. And we'll get to the backfield in a second as we're about ready for the kickoff of round one.
The amazing Brett Morrison advancing on the football. We are underway in Jasper. This one's sailing down to the 5-yard line. It's going to be taken in. I believe the return man was out of bounds, and indeed he was. A big mistake on the part of Cullman to open the ball game. Number 21 should not have fielded that ball. Tyler Heron, he fielded it around the 6-yard line and stepped out of bounds. So a big break for Walker in the kicking game right off the get-go.
Exactly, Johnny. Wingback Josh Phillips, number 25, 11, 160 a junior. The quarterback Lee Weatherly, 6 foot 200 a senior. He hauled running back 5'11", 180, and the guy who just stepped out, running back 21, Tyler Heron, 6'1", 185 sophomore. Cullman's and a big hole to open up.
Lee Weathersby will start at quarterback, a senior. He's a big kid, 6 foot 200, a threat to run the football. A twin back set for the Bearcats, tight running set. Here's the running back. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, and down he goes. Basenberg, Hankins, Stewart, combining to drop the running back that time, Tyler Heron, for a 2-yard loss.
Ryan Stewart, Bobby Hankins, the two made catch, and he lost a yard. A Blackstone wall as those two cats flatten him out for the Viking defense. Solid.
Nose of the football just touching the 5, so give them a 2-yard or a 1-yard loss on the play. I'm sorry. Shotgun formation, two backs back there with Weathersby. Rolling into his own end zone to pass. Got the ball away. A man is open. It's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. He was trying to hit the tight end, Matt White, the big senior. He's 6'2", but the ball just out of his reach, incomplete.
Right, Johnny. Tied in into a little drag pattern, and then in about the right flat area, just led him just a little bit too much as Weathersby put it out there a tad too far. Incomplete, third down.
Now, Weathersby, he's the running quarterback. Josh Phillips, young junior, he normally is the passer for Cullman, but Weathersby in there, the starter, he is the senior. Third down, 11 to go. Weathersby from his own end zone, trying to pass, rolling right. He's got some protection on the corner. Good block. He's going to pick up his first down as Ryan Stewart runs him out of bounds across the way. He was going to pass the football. Good coverage, but saw some green grass on the right side. Woody tucked it in, ran it to the stake, and picked up his first down.
Big play right there. as he got flushed by Jason Basenberg, but he picked up a blocker. Ryan Stewart was in the area, but he couldn't catch up in time. Big play by Weathersby right there to get him out of a hole.
Line of scrimmage now will be the 16-yard line. First down, Cullman. Here come the Cats with one receiver splitting wide to the right side. Austin Hall, Weathersby, your quarterback, under center. One back set behind him, a double wing set. Here comes a wingman in motion. It's Herron. Quick toss, the end sweep. Walker's defense is there, and a big hit at the line of scrimmage. Once again, Stewart and Hankins, along with Dennis Franklin, over to close him out.
Yes, they did. They would not let him turn the corner. He turned upfield. He got contact, and he went down. And good play by Ferris to take out somewhat a little interference on the play, and then the rest of the Cats flatten him out.
No gain on the play. Might have lost half a yard. Second down, we'll call it a long 10 to go. Checking into the ball game for Cullman, number 30. That's going to be A.J. Johnson, who has an injured shoulder. He'll play at the wideout position. Cats go to the running attack again, and once again about the same result as the Viking defenders are all over them. 42, Dustin Brown in there, one of the players. And let's see who
Nolan
else.
Williams is going to get up, Johnny. And there's Ryan Stewart just clogging it up there in the interior. Good Viking defense, solid.
Gain of a couple of yards on the play. It brings up a third down and long situation for Cullman. If the Vikings could hold them here and force a punt, they would just about be guaranteed some good field position.
Another big third down play. Weathersby came through for him last time.
Receivers left and right. One man on the wing right side. Weathersby to pass. Little hitch. Caught, but he's not going to go any place. He's down. Good run after the catch. Good strong run, but not enough for the first down as the Viking defense got there. Antoine Carrington and let's see, who else?
Mainly Antoine. Ryan Stewart, Ryan Stewart's going to come in and pin him, Johnny. But Herron caught the football and the little hitch there. And let's check in with Brad on the sideline and see what's happening down there.
Guys, if you'll notice, the play clock has been running all game long. It's still stuck at 25, and it hadn't been moving all game. Back to you guys.
Okay.
Here is the kick. Taken in by Wilson. He fumbles the football. I believe he's going to get back on top of it, though, at the 43. Let's see. They're going to unpile. Cullman says they have it. Wilson says he has it. Who's going to get it?
Both officials looking at each other. They want one of the other guy to make a call. Cullman's going to get it.
Cullman gets the fumble punt. Big break in the ball game here in the first quarter for the Bearcats.
Now they reverse the decision.
They reverse the decision. Boy, you're not going to see that very often.
I'll say. Well, it was a highly debatable situation there for a few seconds, Johnny, and one guy waiting on the other guy to make a call.
I think the proper call was made. I think what happened, Wilson bobbled that punt, fumbled it. He got back on top of it. He was down, and then a bunch of players piled in there and took the ball away from him after he was down. So Walker football.
Vikings had more black shirts around the football anyway.
First down for the Vikings. Quick toss into the backfield. And a short gain for the Walker running back. That is Darnell Clay, who might have gotten a yard on the carry. That's all good Cullman defense.
Yes, it was. Josh Phillips, the outside backer, going to get up and hit him down on a stunt as he got in early. And a little sweep kind of a thing, but Phillips in there early to knock him down for a very short gain.
Daniel King coming out of the ball game. And Blake Ferris checks in. He'll split wide to the left side. Antoine Carrington up playing a tight end slot. And the offset I for Walker. Two receivers wide to the left side. Trent Hill rolling left. Looks downfield. Got the ball away. He's got it complete to Ferris. Ferris first down and more as he gets it into Cullman territory at the 45-yard line. First down, Walker.
Nifty footwork from Blake after he caught the football, too. Got himself 4, 5, 6 extra yards. Nice play. Good protection by the offensive line as Trent had a good look at it.
Something that many people overlook offensively for Walker is the passing game. Trent Hill has really gotten much better passing to football. Always had a strong arm. He's learning some touch now, and he has got some wonderful receivers to throw to. First down, Walker from the Cullman 45. Here's the give to Ryan Stewart. Stewart's going to be hit on a nice defensive play. He's going to go down for a short gain as Jonathan Mason, I believe, was the cat who got over there to get him by the shoelaces.
Yeah, good Cullman penetration again there on first down as they get in there. And, yeah, Mason was the main guy that rolled him down from behind and just eked out a half a yard out of the thing. Good Bearcat defense right there.
Ferris back into the Walker huddle with a play from Coach Bubba Davis. Coach Davis won his 190th ball game last week against the Dora Bulldogs. Offset eye for Walker, receivers to the right side. Hill rolling right, looking downfield. Got the pass away. It's going to be complete to Antoine Carrington. Carrington 30. He's down to the 26-yard line before he's bumped out of bounds. The main man down there for Cullman, number 16, Whit Rice, a senior, to bump him out of bounds.
Big defensive tackle Terry Aldridge getting out there to hit him down too. Again, a good run with the football after the Viking receiver catches it. Some nifty moves from Antoine on this side as Blake got one on the other side a few plays ago.
17-yard gain. Obviously, Walker thinks they can pass the ball on Cullman, and Hill is 2 of 2 passing the football. In motion is Williams. The give, though, to Darnell Clay. Quick hitter to the running back, right up the gut, following Zach Jett and his teammates there on the offensive line. Nice surge from the line, Woody, is Darnell picked up about 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, good surge, man, really. The 2 guards, too, Chris Mathis and Daniel Crutchfield firing out along with Zach Jett there. And there was Darnell plowing in there behind him for a good gain.
Walker started this drive at about, well, their own 40-yard line after the fumble punt. Second down for the Vikings. Option play. Hill will keep. Nice defense, Cullman. He goes down at the 25-yard line. Coming over to make the play, number 52 for the Cats, David Miller. Miller is a very good football player. He's a defensive end, a 6'4 senior. He's the second leading tackler on the Cullman squad. Blocked a punt in the Mortimer Jordan game and got 2 sacks. He was about the only bright spot for Cullman in that ball game that they lost to Mortimer Jordan.
Near side defensive end at the point of attack. He filtered through the blockers and knocked him down.
A loss on the play. It's third down. Hill back to the air. He's got a man complete right at the first down marker. I believe Walker's going to pick it up across the way. And it was Patrick Wilson on the catch that time to pick up the Walker first down.
Great throw. Zach, there we go, call it Trent Zach. Trent Hill throwing across his body as he's a righty, rolling to the left, throwing a laser beam right into the number 2. That's a great throw right there. Good pattern from Patrick, too.
He has an extremely strong arm, and as we said, he has learned to put a little bit of touch on the football as well, gaining more experience as the season progresses. Trent Hill, the junior.
He had to thread the needle pretty much on that play because that was good Cullman coverage.
Yep, accurate pass. I formation for Walker. Nolan Williams on the wing right side. Movement along the line of scrimmage. Big number 54 for the Cats getting across the line. Terry Aldridge. Let's see if he was drawn across or was just anticipating the snap count. They're talking it over down there. Mr.
Offside Cullman.
Yep, first penalty of the ball game goes against the Bearcats. And that will help the Walker cause at least 5 yards. And that's going to put the ball down on the 11-yard line.
Our hash mark wide side to the right. Deepest penetration to the football game. Biggest threat of the game. And the Vikings are mounting it here.
First time Walker's touched the ball in the game. And they are marching down the field primarily through the air. Walker known as a running team, but we can put it in the air these days. Here is Hill on the option. Cuts it up inside. Hill may score. He's at the 5. He's going to be knocked down right around the 5-yard line.
By number 85, Will Harding. Good defensive play as Harding got through a blocker and put the bear hug on Trent. He was going to score, but Harding knocked him down at the 5.
Gain of 6 yards on the carry. That brings up a first down and goal-to-goal situation as Walker picked up the first down.
Your hash mark wide side to the left now.
Blake Ferris wide to the left side. Melvin Harris wide to the right side. I formation.
Yeah.
Pitch out. Ryan Stewart. They're not going to stop him. He scores for Walker. First touchdown of the playoffs. The black and gold taken from their own 40 down to the Cullman end zone. A 60-yard drive. 3 of the plays in that drive came through the air. 5 running plays. And Ryan Stewart, who was the player of the game last week and has had a super season, gets the score for Walker.
Just a sweep to the left side. Darnell Clay with a great kick-out block to spring the play.
Vikings draw first blood. The amazing Brett Morrison with his strong leg. Boots it through there. 4:24 to play. First quarter. Walker 7, Cullman nothing. Back after the break. This is Viking football on AM 1240.
English Plaza Pharmacy, Highway 78 East in Jasper, for accurate prescription filling by people who care. English Plaza Pharmacy offers fast, efficient service, all over-the-counter remedies, gifts, greeting cards, and film developing. Most insurance plans are accepted at English Plaza Pharmacy, and they take Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. English Plaza Pharmacy would like to welcome Terry Wood to the friendly staff. Come by and see Terry for all your prescription needs. At English Plaza Pharmacy, your Healthcare America pharmacy on Highway 78 East in Jasper.
For your pregame meal, stop by the Cooler in downtown Jasper. The Cooler, featuring great steaks, chicken, barbecue, seafood, and some of the best ribs in town. Don't forget Ladies' Night every Monday and karaoke on Wednesday night. Weekdays, the Cooler offers great lunch specials. The Cooler, 19th Street, downtown Jasper.
2, 1. Well, Woody, the Vikings proving that they could pass the football on Cullman. And look at this kickoff. My goodness, that one landed in Curry someplace. Out of the stadium almost. The amazing Brett Morrison. Well, he's amazing.
Yeah, about 9 yards deep in the end zone, touchback, and what was Trent? We haven't dropped a pass yet, have we?
Trent, 3 for 3 passing the football, and he's mixed it up well. 1 completion to Blake Ferris, 1 to Antoine Carrington, 1 to Patrick Wilson.
I like it. What a mix. He's sharp, very sharp.
And you can't key on one receiver if you're playing Walker. If you do that, well, you're going to get burned.
Nor a running back either. Good mix.
And all kinds of confusion down on the line of scrimmage as players are running a while before the ball is snapped.
Basenberg seems to think a Cullman guy moved, so he came across. They're going to talk to Cullman, though, apparently.
Only penalty of the ball game thus far has gone against Cullman, an offside penalty. You're right, they're discussing this one with the Bearcat captains and the man in the white hat about to give us an indication here. Illegal procedure, Cullman. Another 5-yard penalty on the Cats.
Back to the 15, 85 yards away here, 1st and 15.
Of course, you remember very well, Woody, the Walker squad participating in the old area days in an area with Cullman, and I think there were a couple of more teams in the area, but Hartselle was one of them. And I don't think Cullman beat us the entire time that Walker competed in that area, and they had some good teams.
Coached by Mike Bates all those years.
1st and 15. Weathersby in there at quarterback. Straight back, trying to set up a screen. It's going to be intercepted by Ben Miller. Touchdown, Walker. Ben Miller. My goodness, he was standing there in the perfect spot to intercept the football, and that's exactly what he did. Ben Miller intercepts at about the, 5 or 10 yard line. About the 9, and takes it to pay dirt for Walker. So the defense, not to be outdone, they score a touchdown as well.
Well, let's give some credit to Jason Basenberg. He was in Weathersby's face, bearing down on him, buddy, and he caused him to cough that football out of there. He had to get rid of it, so he just flung it, and there was Ben to catch it.
And Morrison boots it through once again. So with 4:18 to play in the first quarter, it's Walker 14, Cullman nothing. We'll be back after the break. You're listening to the playoffs on WARF. Whee, man.
Today's best music, all easy to find at Sound Shop. Stop in and check out their huge selection of your favorite music. Rock, pop, rap, country, and gospel, plus a whole lot more. Don't know what you're looking for?
But yeah, Ben Miller, boy, he held on to that football. I'm surprised it didn't bust. He was holding on so hard when he went into the end zone. Back to you guys.
Okay, see if you can line up Ben and get a word with him. We'll see what he thought about it.
That's a good idea.
Cullman back to the run, going no place whatsoever as the Viking defense is just shutting them down, shutting the door right in their face, Woody.
Dustin Brown's going to flatten him out right there in the interior. Brown in on 7 tackles against Dora. A couple of losses for -3, -2 yards in the game last week, as he's been one of the consistent leaders on defense this year.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. We'll call it a long 10. Split backs behind Weathersby, the quarterback. He's going to fake it to Heron. Play action. It's going to be intercepted by Bobby Hankins. Hankins 10, 5, touchdown Walker. Bobby Hankins intercepts for Walker and takes another one into the end zone. Vikings lead it 20-0. The defense has scored 2 times in the ball game.
It was tipped, and Brett, find out who tipped the ball. Find out who tipped the ball for us, man, because somebody got a paw on it, and it just kind of floated down into Bobby's hands. Here's the PAT.
Now, how many times are you going to see that? Last time Cullman had the football, Ben Miller intercepts a screen pass, runs it in for a touchdown from 9 yards out. The next time they have the ball, Bobby Hankins intercepts deep in Cullman territory, runs it in for a TD. Morrison, the PAT, G-O-O-D, 21-0. Walker with 3:37 to play in the first quarter. We'll be back after the break. You're listening to the high school football playoffs on WARF and TV 55. 3, 2, 1. All right, a short kickoff and maybe a try for an onside kick there, but at any rate, it doesn't work. The Vikings do not execute, and Cullman will have their best field position of the ball game, but gee whiz, the Vikings have struck like a western storm or something. Well, I don't know, like a hurricane, 21-0.
You say lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. I beg your pardon. An 8-yard return, a 9-yard return off INTs. The Viking D is coming up big here, and the official blows the whistle. Walker wants a timeout, so we'll take one, too.
Somebody on defense saw something they didn't like. I believe it was Basenberg, and he was jumping into the air and signaling for that timeout.
Brett, I don't see you down there if you've found out who made that tip, but we'll go to you anyway, and you could tell us something. But we'll try to find it. Okay.
They said it was Bobby. He tipped it and caught it. He did both.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great play.
Thanks, man.
He's some kind of athlete. We'll take a break and be right back. Viking football on WARF.
Today's best music, all easy to find at Sound Shop. Stop in and check out their huge selection of your favorite music. Rock, pop, rap, country, and gospel, plus a whole lot more. Don't know what you're looking for? One of our friendly sales associates can help you find it on our sound sampler. Don't forget the huge selections of DVDs at Sound Shop. If we don't have it, we can order it. Sound Shop, your music and DVD headquarters. Sound Shop, Jasper Mall, River Chase Galleria, and Western Hills Mall.
There's only one name you need to remember for appliances when building or remodeling. Dowdle Gas and Electric Appliances. Dowdle has every major appliance you're looking for. Ranges, dishwashers, refrigerators, disposals, washers and dryers, gas grills, and water heaters. And of course, Dowdle carries a complete line of warm, efficient infrared heaters, gas logs, inserts, and fireplaces. And because of the buying power of 66 stores, Dowdle can make you a great deal on one appliance or a whole house full.
Come into your local Dowdle Gas and Electric Appliance Center.
3, 2, 1, keep. All right, Cullman back to the attack. They go to the run once again with Tyler Heron toting the football, and once again the Viking defense closes him down.
And that was Ryan Stewart is going to hit him down right there in the Viking interior, and he got maybe an inch out of the play, Johnny, not much.
Heron running the football on first down, getting nothing. It's second down and 10 to go for the Cullman Bearcats with their best field position of the night.
Yep.
All right, Weathersby still in there at quarterback. He's going to go back to the air. It's going to be incomplete flag down. Bobby Hankins is going to be caught by demand. We're going to have a interference call right here, Wood.
35, the intended receiver out there in the left flat, Heath Hall. A lot of time for Weathersby to throw the ball. Good job by the Cullman offensive line that play. But the Hankins tipped that ball and then recovered himself and had enough athletic ability to get there and catch it and return it for a touchdown there a couple of minutes ago. Great play, but kind of makes a little error that time.
That was an amazing play a moment ago, intercepting that ball, running it for a touchdown. Ben Miller got one, too. Of course, that pass hit Miller right on the number 8. So
that kind of stuck in there, man. It kind of implanted in him.
All right, that'll be the second first down of the night for Cullman, an interference call against the Vikings. First penalty of the night against Walker as well.
They mount their biggest threat. Far hash wide side to the left from 31 there.
Weathersby from the shotgun, one back in the backfield with him. He's going to go in motion. And here come the Cats on a quarterback draw type situation. Weathersby straight ahead for a couple of yards. And that's all as the black and gold shut him down. I think Masonberg may have been one of the guys there, number 22. Talked to his dad after the ball game last week. Had a nice chat with Mr. Masonberg, and he told me that Jason was as mild-mannered as could be off the football field, but even in Toy Bowl, he had to warn him about hurting other players. He gets really angry out there.
Leading tackler on the team, 82 coming into the game.
Gain of a couple on the last play. Here come the Cats running on the ground again. First down, nice play.
Yep.
That time as number 35 took the football downfield for a first down. That is the leading rusher for Cullman, the senior, number 35, Heath Hall. He and A.J. Johnson teamed up in the backfield most of the year until Johnson was injured in the Scottsboro game. And he has not been at full speed since and is playing some wide out now.
Patrick Wilson, Bubba Ellenberg finally going to flatten him out down there, but Hall came high-stepping through there with authority. That was a good run.
First down on Walker's 20-yard line. The Cats mounting a threat here late in the first quarter. Walker leads it 21-0. Weathersby to pass. Walker's defense after him. Boom! Down he goes. Botana Forum coming out of nowhere like it was shot out of a howitzer. Got back there to run the quarterback down and got some reinforcements at the last moment as well.
By Jason Masonberg, pouring from the blind side. Jason straight up in, and they said, I'll meet you at the quarterback, and they did just that very thing. Big sack.
Saccarino and the loss of 7. That's going to be second down and bring up second down and 18. It says on the scoreboard there, but I think it's more like 17. At any rate, second down and long. Weathersby from the shotgun. He's going to give to his running back. He'll be hit and hit hard. Hit hard by the Viking defense at the 27-yard line. He's not going to go very far, that's for sure. 58 is Ellenberg, 22 Masonberg. The Cat getting up last for Walker, 42. Hey, that's the inside backer, Dustin Brown.
Good gate tackling, Walker Vikings. Yeah, the two Bergs and Dustin in there to dust him off, man.
Third down coming up. 16 yards to go for the first down. And again, Weathersby will run it from the shotgun. Trips right. One receiver split to the left side. Hall, the only running back in the backfield. Weathersby looking for somebody to pass to. He can't find anybody. And Bubba Ellenberg finds him and knocks him down at the 32.
Oh, Bubba Ellenberg dig it. He thought he was going to slip that tackle, but Bubba proved to be too quick for him. And he put a beautiful form tackle on him and hauled him down.
Now, Woody, I watched the Cullman field goal kicker warm up before the game, and he was popping them through there consistently from way, way out. He has got a strong leg. He is number 3. That is Ben Miller. So they have a Ben Miller, and Walker has a Ben Miller.
Well, let's see if we can block it.
They'll put the ball down on the 39.
Good grief, you're right.
And he just banged that baby long enough, but no good. No good. It sailed wide to the right side. Plenty of distance, but no good. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. Your score, Walker 21, Cullman nothing. We'll be back after the break. You're listening to the high school football playoffs on AM 1240.
I enjoy shopping here at Southern Wholesale Jewelers. My number one reason for shopping here is the price. I shop around other places for prices, but this is unbeatable. Southern Wholesale has the best prices in town. I have shopped here since 1988. The people are great, and the service is superb.
So consider Southern Wholesale Jewelers' unbelievable pricing, huge selection, and friendly service for your next jewelry purchase.
Baptist Medical Center Walker is part of the largest not-for-profit health system in Alabama, the Baptist Health System, and serves thousands of people across northwest Alabama. Inside its doors, some of the most advanced medicine in the world is practiced. Baptist Walker has a staff of over 700 professionals working to bring this community excellent health care in a compassionate, caring way. The emergency department, one of Alabama's busiest, has been expanded and renovated, tripling the size to better meet the needs of northwest Alabama. Baptist Medical Center Walker. Trust us with your health care. Baptist Walker, telephone 387-4000.
Find the performance parts and accessories you're looking for at Manchester Auto Parts. B&M Star Shifters, Edelbrock intake manifolds, crane cams, all the parts that will give you peak performance. Manchester Auto Parts has some foreign and domestic parts, quality brand names, big truck parts, and performance parts. Make one stop for all of your parts. Manchester Auto Parts, Highway 195.
Oh, boy. 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. How about them statistics, man?
Oh, man, let's see. Well, I haven't figured them up yet, buddy,
okay.
but Walker primarily got most of their yardage on that first drive through the air. Completions to Ferris, Curington, and Patrick Wilson. Of course, Ryan Stewart got the 5-yard touchdown, and we'll try to get to the stats here and get them figured up. I got so excited during the break, I forgot to do my math. So Walker leading statistically as well as on the scoreboard, though.
Hey, the defense has 2 touchdowns. Offense says, hey, we got to catch up. We ain't got but 1.
You got that right. Trent Hill back to pass. Got a man. Oh, what a catch
man.
by Curington. Did he get it?
Yeah,
he got it. Oh, man, he had to come reach way back behind him with one hand and pull that baby in. What an athlete. My goodness.
Man, I'll say. Oh, but contorted, man. That is a super catch from Antoine.
Didn't go very far, 5 yards, but the best catch of the ball game so far.
Man, Vikings are on fire tonight, especially the defense.
Trent Hill is 5 of 5 passing the football for 50 yards. Vikings go to the option. Bad pitch, bad pitch. It's still on the ground. Oh, my goodness. Walker was so lucky to get that back. Nolan Williams, man, he is a valuable player on this team. He didn't get a whole lot of publicity, but he's all over the football field.
A super heads-up play by Trent Hill to tap the football to him. The Cullman guy was going to scoop it and run it for a touchdown, but Trent Hill got there, slapped it over to Nolan, and we retained possession. Heads up, Trent. Nice play, Nolan, too.
Absolutely. I thought Cullman was going to come up with a big break right there. They should have, but sometimes the ball doesn't bounce your way, and certainly Walker got the break that time. 3rd down and 18, though, after the loss on the play. Receivers left and right. Hill from the shotgun. He's going to air that baby out. Good protection across the middle. It's going to be intercepted by Heron, number 21, who stepped in front of the intended receiver, Ryan Stewart, at the 20-yard line. Cullman comes up with a big INT as Tyler Heron, the sophomore, steps in front of Stewart and picks off the pass from number 14, Trent Hill. Only the 5th interception of the season for Hill.
Just a terrific individual effort by Heron. Just kind of stayed right with him, stuck with him, stepped right in front of him as the football was released. Nice defensive play. Coleman's got it.
So Coleman set up now at the Walker 20-yard line. Keith Hall gets the carry, banging through there, running through tackles, running hard to the 10, the 9, maybe the 8-yard line. Big number 35 bursting through there for a nice gain. He's a good running back, the senior Heath Hall, a 180-pounder, and their leading rusher.
Bobby Hankins and Patrick Wilson going to knock him down in the Vikings secondary as he found a crease there at about right guard, and he came knifing through there. So Coleman's got a little mo here, Johnny. They certainly need it, trading by 3 touchdowns.
Ball just inside the Walker 10-yard line. First down Coleman. It'll be first down and goal to goal coming up. Well, they're going to bring the chain gang in and measure here. I thought he picked up his first down easily, but apparently it's very close.
1 inch
first down.
You're right.
Yeah. First down.
In between the hash marks. So Cullman with a little life here.
Walker's defense has a lot of pride, and they are going to stiffen up right here. I can just about bet you my bottom dollar on it.
They're going to get pressure on Weathersby. Watch them here.
All right, Weathersby, quick toss out. Heath Hall running the corner, cuts it back up inside.
Whoa.
Touchdown, Cullman. Well, they didn't stiffen up too well, Woody. That's what happens when I make a prediction. Heath Hall from 9 yards out makes it a 21-6 ball game.
Toss sweep to the left side, and Hall, he shows this guy's got some power. And he's a high step runner, man. You try to tackle him, and he raises those knees up way high, and it's hard to get a hold of him. And, man, he high stepped it in there. Good run.
Cullman has moved the ball on everybody this year, Woody. They averaged 28 points a game. They moved the ball on Mortimer Jordan in one of their losses, but turned it over 6 times. Here is the kick from a very good kicker, number 3, Ben Miller. Sails it through there, good. So, with 10:07 to play until halftime, your score now, Walker 21, Cullman 7. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to the high school football playoffs on WARF and TV 55.
It's a jungle out there, but there's no need to hunt for quality auto body repairs. At Blackler's Body Shop, our reputation will take you captive. Newly expanded to meet your needs, and as a member of the Better Business Bureau, Blackler's Body Shop understands how important your automobile is to you and guarantees you'll be satisfied with the service. Avoid the jungle at all costs. Take your automobile to Blackwell's Body Shop for the finest quality in auto body repair. Blackwell's Body Shop, Highway 69 South in Jasper. Call 384-5070 for Blackwell's Body Shop.
So the Cullman Bearcats cash in on Tyler Heron's INT as they take it in Heath Hall from 9 yards out for the touchdown as they get on the board. Johnny, his running style reminds me of a guy named Roger Craig. He used to run for the 49ers. Right. And he was a high stepper too. And Hall is a pretty good looking running back, and they cash in there.
He's very strong too. He broke several tackles on that touchdown run, and that's something you normally don't do against Walker. Heath Hall tried to kick away from our return men, but Wilson tracks it down at the 20. Wilson, 25, skips away from 1 man, 2 men, and he's going to be hit and dropped at the 28. Nice return there from Patrick Wilson, who has been great at returning punts all year. He averages 25 yards every time he returns a punt.
Yeah, a couple of nifty moves indeed there. Some fancy footwork from Patrick. Nathan Hollis is going to finally drag him down on kick coverage for the Bearcats. Near hash mark, wide side to the right. Vikings from the 28 coming out.
Antoine Carrington will split wide to the right side. Daniel King wide to the left side. I formation for Walker. Your quarterback, Trent Hill. First man through gets the fake. Second man gets the handoff. It's Ryan Stewart. He breaks a couple of tackles. He's got a first down and more. Stewart still on his feet. 50 into Cullman territory and forced out of bounds at the Cullman 41-yard line. First down, Walker.
Defensive tackle Terry Aldridge is going to get over and jump him and finally knock him out of bounds. Good run for Ryan as he showed some jump roping ability out there. He had some fancy footwork at the wide right corner and kind of got through traffic somehow. I don't know how. Antoine with a little interference out there, kind of a shield block, and then Ryan used that.
Stewart, Walker's leading rusher, 415 yards, 6 touchdowns coming into the game tonight. Got 20 that time. First down, Walker at the Cullman 49. Hill gives to the wingman Wilson. Wilson being pursued down the line of scrimmage. Excuse me, that is not Wilson, that's Williams. Nolan Williams, and Cullman played that well, Woody, as they were in the Walker backfield.
Sure did. As Justin Britt's going to loop around from his far side defensive end position and run Nolan down. Man, that's a good job there because Nolan is really, really quick. But he got there and knocked him down for a loss.
Justin Britt is the younger brother of Wesley Britt, who starts on the Alabama offensive line in Tuscaloosa. Justin, only a sophomore, has 130 tackles on the year. Cullman's leading tackler. Walker's second down, about 13 to go. Here is the quick toss to Jeremy Spears. Loses his footing in the backfield trying to get the motor cranked up there, but he still manages to stumble forward into Cullman territory back to the original line of scrimmage at the 49.
And David Miller is going to get in there and pin him after the stumble for the Bearcat defense. Just a toss sweep. It was going to be a sweep, but Jeremy thought he spotted a lane in the interior, and we got a procedure penalty against Walker to boot. Will Cullman take it? Looks like, yeah. Nope, they will not because didn't get much on the play. They'll take the down.
8:58 to play in the first half. Walker 21, Cullman 7. First round of the state high school football playoffs. Good to have you listening to WARF and, of course, the replay every Saturday morning on TV 55. Big Zach Jet over the football, the junior center for Walker. Wilson and Ferris wide to the right side, Carrington wide left. Shotgun formation. Trent Hill looks him over. Got good protection. Ball across the middle. Another laser beam complete. First down, Walker at the Cullman 37.
Blake Ferris on a deep, on a post pattern. Yeah, good point, Johnny. Good protection by the offensive line, man. As there was O'Shields, Mathis, Jet, Crutchfield, Wood holding them out of there. And again, Trent had a good look at it.
Man, if you're a quarterback, you got folks like Blake Ferris, Antoine Cherrington, the King kid, Wilson. Hey, it's got to be great.
Yep.
High formation. The sweep. Ryan Stewart got some blocking on the corner. Turns it up. Coleman closes it down pretty good, though, as Ryan picks up 4 or 5 yards on the carry across the right side.
Before he's chopped down by the big Britt kid again. He's coming there and he's playing both ways. On the offensive line, now he's playing some defense.
Hey.
They had to get him in there. We were running rampant on them in the first quarter. They slowed us down somewhat now, a little.
This Britt kid is going to be something, Woody. He's a sophomore, 10th grader, 6'4", 225, and 130 tackles coming into the ball game. This kid is for real.
Oh, they got another guy, 320, Tubbs kid. He's 6'7", 320. Whoa.
I'd hate to meet him in a dark alley. I bet you I could outrun him. Walker to the running attack, and Basenberg in the backfield for the first time tonight, straight ahead, and not a lot there as Coleman shuts him down pretty well.
He sure do. 21's going to get him. Had the big pick earlier. Tyler Heron, a little feller coming up on run support, is going to hit him down.
Might have gotten a yard on the play. Bring up 3rd down and 5 for Walker. Here comes Nolan Williams into the game with a play, and Patrick Wilson will come to the Viking bench.
Well, here in the inside linebacker, he's bigger than I thought he was. He's 6'1", 185, and he's just a sophomore. This is another good young football player they've got.
Ferris right, Curington left. Wingmen are Stewart and Williams. Stewart in motion. Hill, 2-step drop. Gets it out to Ryan Stewart. Tried to run with it before he caught it. Incomplete at the 30.
Yeah, just a deep out there. Yeah, I think so. I didn't have it tucked away before he's taking those steps, stopping the clock. 6:51 in the half. Vikings 21-7.
Trent Hill, 5 out of 7 passing the football, 1 INT and 62 yards through the air.
Had a good second quarter it was last week against Dora when we put the game away, but yeah, he's looking pretty sharp tonight. They play here.
4th down, Walker will go for it. Shotgun formation. Hill's going to pass that baby. He's rolling out, looking downfield, got it away. Too high for Curington. Too bad he was open in front of the Coleman secondary at the 20. The ball a tad high. Curington couldn't climb the ladder and get it for Walker. So Coleman will take over on downs as Walker leads it 21-7.
A little button hook number down there, and Antoine just a tad too far upstairs for him to snag it. So as you say, Coleman to get it over on downs. With a 21-7 lead. They scored the last time they got the football, and they got a little momentum build up. Viking defense needs to put the stops on that right here.
All right, Coleman with the football and a 1st down. Their quarterback, of course, a senior, Lee Weathersby, 6', 200-pounder. Twin back set behind Weathersby. They go to Heath Hall on the run, left side, and he's ahead for 2 or 3 yards before 62. Dennis Franklin knocks him down, the sophomore defensive tackle for Walker.
Just a dive there at about left guard, and Dennis Franklin's going to get in there and finally knock him down. A fairly decent gain, though, as they moved our fronts back somewhat on the play.
Coleman has a good football team. When you get into the playoffs, you play good football teams. Number 3 is Ben Miller splitting wide to the right side for Coleman.
Flag down on the far side of the field, and the Coleman coaching staff over there saying, what did I do? So we'll see what they did.
Man, you mentioned Coleman's big left tackle, Zach Tubbs, 6'7", 320. My goodness, that should be against the law. Penalty against Coleman, by the way.
Definitely want to stay on this guy's good side.
And the call,
illegal participation,
a 5-yarder.
Substitution violation. Okay. Thank you, Tommy.
5-yard penalty. 2nd down, 12 coming up now for Coleman. Let's see who's playing against the big kid. It's Ellenberg over there.
It sure is.
He can handle it.
He'll try.
All right, Weathersby back to pass. Play action, got a man. Incomplete. Beautiful defense. Oh, boy, Curington and Williams teaming up over there on the intended receiver, number 20, Josh Phillips, who's a good athlete, and Carrington lowered the boom on him after he juggled the football.
They timed it perfectly. That pass was well thrown, and Antoine and Nolan timed it just beautifully, separating from the football.
Lee Weathersby, 1 out of 5 passing the football for Cullman for 5 yards, and he's thrown 2 INTs that led to Walker touchdowns. Both were returned for touchdowns. We had a game earlier this year where Nolan Williams returned a couple of INTs for scores, I think.
That was a beautifully thrown swing pass, just a sectional play from Antoine and Nolan.
From the shotgun, Weathersby rolls right, looks across the middle, got a man open, it's going to be complete. Breaks away from the Walker secondary. It's number 21, Heron. He's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cullman. Touchdown, Cullman. Bearcats back in the football game. It's 21-13.
69 yards from the 31. Wow. As he split 2 Viking defenders, and once he got some green in front of him, Hearn turned the jet zone. A sophomore. This guy is having a humongous game. He had the pick earlier, and there's a touchdown catch for him.
Absolutely. Player of the game for the Cullman Bearcats so far, and the Cats right back in the ball game. Got to give Coach Mark Britton and his gang a lot of credit. Here's the kick from Miller, up and good to make it 21-14. Walker had a 21-0 lead. Cullman has clawed their way back into the ball game at 21-14. 5:44 to play until halftime. Back after the break, Viking football on AM 1240.
Dr. Bill Yates and his staff of highly trained medical professionals are pleased to support Walker High School and the Viking football program. As a Walker graduate, Dr. Yates attributes much of his success to the education and encouragement he received as a student at Walker High School. Both daughters, Leslie and Jessica, are also recent graduates. Dr. Bill Yates, Walker class of 72 and a part of a growing Walker tradition.
Generations of Americans have depended on State Farm for their family insurance needs. And we'll be there to keep our promise of protection for your family.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
In Jasper, see your good neighbor, State Farm agents Roger Wilson, or Alan C. Usen, for all your insurance needs.
Woody, the Cullman defense is playing better than I anticipated. I thought that was probably their Achilles heel, their defense. But actually, they've done a pretty good job against the Walker offense. Remember, the Walker D has scored 14 of the 21 points.
That's right. They average giving up 16.3 a game, but as you say, the offense has just scored 7.
Kickoff, Patrick Wilson at the 5, upfield to the 10. He's trying to get away from a couple of guys. He's at the the 12-yard line and knocked down. Cullman has seen Walker's return game on film, Woody, and they are really getting down there to cover kicks and doing it very well.
Yeah, and they're pumped too. They're really pumped. They got some momentum building after the first touchdown. It is snowballing here as Josh Phillips is going to get down there and jump him on kick coverage for Cullman. As Patrick tried to work out of there, but he just couldn't do it. Nice coverage.
Walker primarily a running team, and so far the Vikings have really been unable to get anything going on the ground consistently. High formation for the Vikings. Hill in there at quarterback. Williams on the wing. Here's the sweep to Ryan Stewart. Stewart cutting back inside. Good pursuit down the line of scrimmage as Stewart gets it up to the 15-yard line. Gain of about 3 yards on the carry.
Good lateral pursuit. There's Britt again to hit him down, along with Nathan Hollis for the Bearcat defense.
Of course, both bands here at the old stadium will perform at halftime. We'll have the stats for you, scoring summary, and some shots of the crowd and so forth. And we've got a 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Walker Vikings. Junior quarterback Trent Hill looks him over, double wing set. Stewart and Spears, the wingman. Spears gets the call, cuts it inside around a would-be tackler. But again, Cullman playing it well as Jeremy Spears gets it up to about the 19-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down.
There's that outside linebacker again around the football. Josh Phillips is going to knock him down along with Big Britt again, but Phillips the main man defensively for Cullman. Jeremy cutting it back up inside, just couldn't find much.
Third down, about 3 yards to go for Walker. 4:20 to play in the first half. Walker leads it 21-14, but Cullman, to their credit, went down 21-0, but the Cats have clawed their way back into the ball game. Third down from the shotgun. Fake to Darnell Clay. Trent rolling to his right to pass. Got it away. Long one to Carrington. Carrington is open. He's got it at the 40. Carrington's going to take it all the way. 20-10, touchdown, Walker Vikings. Trent Hill strikes again, and Trent's getting up very slowly down at the 16-yard line as he was hit just as he released the ball.
81 yards. A pump fake did it. The DB bid on it, and that's all Trent needed. He put the rainbow out there, and Antoine adjusted it to it beautifully as he can do so well. And 81 yards later, the Vikings are on the board again.
Great play, but gee whiz, it scares me because Trent Hill really took a shot just as he released the football, got up slowly. He's limping toward the Walker sideline, looks to be favoring an ankle. He may have sprained his ankle there, Woody. Gee, I hope it's not serious.
Absolutely. That is crucial. So Trotter or Nolan better get ready, or Josh or Will Trotter won.
Remember, Walker has already lost one fine quarterback in Zach Norris, and that was second game of the year. The amazing Brett Morrison with a PAT. It's up. It's good. So hopefully Trent will be okay. We'll get a report from Brett on Trent Hill after the break. 3:55 to play until halftime. Walker 28, Cullman 14. We'll be right back. Viking football, WARF.
English Plaza Pharmacy, Highway 78 East in Jasper, for accurate prescription filling by people who care. English Plaza Pharmacy offers fast, efficient service, all over-the-counter remedies, gifts, greeting cards, and film developing. Most insurance plans are accepted at English Plaza Pharmacy, and they take Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. English Plaza Pharmacy would like to welcome Terry Wood to the friendly staff. Come by and see Terry for all your prescription needs. At English Plaza Pharmacy, your Healthcare America pharmacy on Highway 78 East in Jasper.
For your pregame meal, stop by the Cooler in downtown Jasper. The Cooler, featuring great steaks, chicken, barbecue, seafood, and some of the best ribs in town. Don't forget Ladies' Night every Monday and karaoke on Wednesday night. Weekdays, the Cooler offers great lunch specials. The Cooler, 19th Street, downtown Jasper.
Let's go down to the sideline. Brett is standing by and see if we can get a report on quarterback Trent Hill and his injury. Brett?
Coming out of the ball game, he said one of the Cullman players stepped on him, but I believe he's going to get taped up and get back into the ball game. I do believe. I'll check and see, though, for you.
Thank you, Brett. Here's a returnable kickoff, and it's Heath Hall running it, and the Vikings after him. I believe the ball popped loose and out of bounds. I tell you, Trent Hall is a load. He's hard to tackle. Walker is a good tackling football team, and this cat's hard to bring down, but they got him over there around the 24, 25-yard line.
Blake Ferris got there first, and Chase McCain and Josh Crutchfield in a kick coverage for the Walker Viking defense, but Ferris got there first to jump him and pull him down.
First down, Cullman. Last time they had the football, a big play got them some points as quarterback Weathersby teamed up with number 21, and that's Heron, I believe, for a 69-yard score.
Yeah, back-to-back long-range pass plays by either team.
Ball is down on the 20. Option play. Quarterback Weathersby finds some running room. He's got it up to the 30, 35, 36-yard line before he's slammed to the ground by the Walker defenders. Ryan Stewart is there along with Antoine Carrington, but a first down for Cullman.
Nicely run as we take the pitch man, and so Weathersby gets out of there with it. Gets around the right corner for a first down.
3:35 to play until halftime. First round of the state high school football playoffs. The winner of this game will play the winner of the Russellville-Oxford game in progress now up in North Alabama. If it's Russellville and Walker, the Vikings will be on the road next week.
And let's not count Oxford out either.
Absolutely
they play
not.
a tough schedule.
Give to the running back left side. Short gain. Viking defenders right there to put the stopperoo on Mr. running back Heath Hall, number 35. He's a good one. I think Dustin Brown got him, the inside backer, number 42.
Right along Ryan Stewart, I believe, in there early to get him as he's going to weave through traffic and hit him by the ankles and rolling down along with Dustin Jack.
She we could call Ryan's name on every play because he's going to be around the football someplace, that's for sure. He's a great football player. Yep. Weathersby, second down and 8 for Cullman. They have it at their own 38-yard line. Here is the give to Heron. Heron sweeping the left side. Walker after him. They're going to knock him down at the 44-yard line, short of the first down. Across the way on the far hash mark.
Blake Ferris and Mr. Stewart there too, to grab him just as he cut it that upfield and wouldn't let him turn the corner. Third down conversion, possession down for the Cats here.
Third and a long 2, we'll call it, with 2:12 to play until halftime. Of course, Cullman with the football. Big third down play. Heron in motion now. Here's the quick toss to Heath Hall. He cuts it up inside. He's got his first down and more. This kid can run the football. Number 2 is after him, Patrick Wilson, and he has to get him up around the shoulders to sort of bulldog him down out of bounds at the Walker 36-yard line, first down.
Over the right side behind, it looked like Britt sprung the play at the right guard and over there, and he found a lane, man, and he knifed through there for a good gain. Patrick finally bounces him out of bounds, as you say there, stopping the clock, 1:53 in the half.
Cullman trying to mount a scoring drive here late in the second quarter. First down from about the Walker 39, 40-yard line. Here is the give to the running back, Heron, and he goes down. And look at Ellenberg and the big guy, the 6'7", 320-pound plus dude. They are having a war over there on the left side.
Dennis Franklin going to get up under him and roll him down for Viking defense as he comes through the point of attack there. Dennis finally gets him down, holds him to a yard and a half gain there.
He's a load. All right, second down, about 8 yards to go for Cullman. Here is a whistle. We're going to have a dead ball foul as the officials blow the play dead with 1:18 to go. See the Cullman band getting into position for their halftime performance.
Well,
they'll be coming up.
Brett said that Trent said the guy stepped on his foot. That's encouraging because there's not a twist or a tear kind of a situation in there. Johnny, maybe get him taped up and he'll be back in there. Okay.
Second down coming up. 13 yards to go for Cullman. Quarterback Weathersby from the shotgun. Got 2 backs back there to help protect. He's rolling right, looking downfield. Pretty good coverage. Walker after Weathersby. Weathersby's going to be hit on the sideline and bumped out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Did get back to the original line of scrimmage. Who got over there? Masonburg, I think.
Yep.
Barham and
right.
Dennis Franklin pursuing down there. A lot of black shirts around the football.
Coverage sack. Good play with a secondary. As Antoine and Blake and Patrick had him covered up down there. Nobody to throw it to, and he had to eat it out of bounds. Nice job from Basenberg to quickly come up and bop him out of bounds.
Might have gotten a yard on the carry, and that is all. That brings up a third down situation and about 12 to go. Weathersby from the shotgun again. Rolling right. Going to try and throw back across the field. He's got his tight end open. He's going to be hit by Blake Ferris. That was a well set up play. Ferris didn't bite on anything, though. He stayed at home, and, man, when the tight end caught the football, Matt White, he turned around, and Ferris was in his face.
Great play, Blake. He read it, Johnny. It was your basic tight end drag. They ran that earlier, and it was well executed. Exactly, but Blake read it, too. And he had to do it in the sights and put him down as he caught the football.
Gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards on the pass reception, though. It's fourth down coming up. And a timeout on the field, timeout Cullman. 49 seconds to play until halftime, so let's keep it right here. And as we mentioned, the Cullman band is here. The Walker band is here. Understand the Cats have a nice band. Of course, Walker has a fine band as well, so we anticipate a real good halftime show. And Woody, check out the stands. We've got a capacity crowd on the home side and a good crowd coming down from Cullman as well to watch this game.
They ain't nothing like the playoffs, man. That brings them out. If they don't come out regular season, they'll come out for the playoffs. It's a lot of fun. But nice night for football. Chilly, clear, good night. Good setting here in the first round.
Great setting for the first round, undoubtedly. The official talking to big number 78 for Coleman, Zach Tubbs. He's a big 320-pounder. He looks like Lurch almost from the Adams family. He and Ellenberg have been going at it over there, and I think they've been exchanging a few verbal, well, you know, some trash talk. Weathersby on 4th down. Looking across the middle. It's tipped. It's going to be intercepted by Patrick Wilson.
See you later.
Take this baby all the way if he can just get a block here on the corner. He's down to the 30. He's still on his feet at the 25. He's going to be bumped out of bounds. Well, he doesn't get out of bounds. Down at the 22-yard line. He almost took that one all the way. Needed one block, Woody.
Oh, Johnny, I didn't think the Cullman dudes were going to get over, but they did. Give them credit. As they filtered through the interference, they're in transition and finally got Patrick down. I thought he was off to the house, man.
I did too. I saw nothing but open spaces in front of him, wide open spaces. But Cullman reacted to the sudden change very well, and we've got a player back down upfield at about the 45-yard line. So looks like he's wearing a white shirt, a Cullman player injured. We're going to take an injury timeout here. No, hold it right here. He's going to be able to get up. Let's see who it is. Big number 76 getting up there. Woody, that's Emery Bain, I believe.
And looks like he's going to be okay and shake it off. Hope so anyway.
And we've got a penalty flag down as well. I see it now, and I believe we're going to have a holding call on Walker right here.
Or a clip on the return. I didn't see the flag myself.
I didn't either. It's going against Walker. That's going to nullify the INT.
You're right. Holding is the call.
Holding against Walker. Man, what a...
But the Vikings will retain possession of the football, and let's see if we do our dipsy doodle touchdown play before the half here, or run it out. And Trent's in there. He was moving pretty. No, it's Nolan. I'm sorry.
Nolan Williams in at quarterback from the shotgun. Williams, he's going to run it himself straight ahead up to the about the 35-yard line before he's slammed down by the Bearcat defenders there. 54. Was the first man on the spot. Terry Aldridge, a 185-pound senior.
And Walker wants a timeout. So should we have a commercial or?
Let's just keep it right here. 19 seconds to go until halftime. And I tell you what, the Cullman defense is playing the Walker running game extremely well, I think. Walker known as a running team, but of course our passing game is top-notch as well with Hill in there with his strong arm and those great receivers. And Walker has picked up a lot of yardage tonight through the air. And, of course, Weathersby, on the other hand, for Cullman, has tried to pass the football, but he's thrown 2 interceptions, actually 3. The last one called back. Walker penalized for holding. But Cullman has not been very successful passing against the Walker secondary. They did break the one big play, though, that went 69 yards. That one going to number 21, Tyler Heron, the sophomore. But for the most part, Cullman has been unable to pass against Walker. And Walker has been unable to consistently run against Cullman.
I'm not going to say that was a fluke play, but it was double coverage for the Vikings on the play. Super concentration by Heron to take it in, but he kind of split our two guys and hung onto the football in open field after the catch.
Trent back in there trying to swing it out to Darnell Clay, drifting out of the backfield. It falls incomplete.
But Heron made a great catch on the play, and 69 yards later, it was a fine touchdown for Cullman. So they're back in the football game, but that one from Trent to Antoine was a big one, too, as we answered with that play.
Walker poured a little water on the momentum fire as they answered with a beautiful, beautiful pass to Antoine Carrington that, well, it was sort of playing one-upsmanship as the Cullman big play through the air went 69 yards. The Walker big play went 81 yards. Hill at quarterback. He's going to hand it to Darnell Clay. Finds a little seam, still on his feet. Clay into Cullman territory and run out of bounds at the Cullman 48-yard line with 4 ticks left on the clock.
That's enough to fling one. And Trent certainly can do that, and I bet you we do, too. It'll be at just inside Cullman territory there. It's 49, far hash, wide side to the left. Last play they have here.
Yep, 4 ticks left on the clock. First round of the high school football playoffs from Jasper's old Ki-Ro Gambrell Field. And Walker leads it 28-14 over Cullman.
It's about halftime, so go down and see Tank and the guys at the concession stand. Get you some peanuts and hot dogs and pizza, but especially peanuts from Tank and the guys down there. They're ready. They got them, and we're enjoying them up here, guys. Thanks.
Here's Trent, last play of the first half, running for his life. He's going to pull up, throw the long one downfield. It's incomplete, and that will be the end of the first half of play. One half in the book. Your score, Walker 28, Cullman 14. We'll be back after the break. You're listening to Viking football on WARF Radio.
Within your soul, you're losing, yeah. You never took the time, assume that you're to blame. You think that you're insane, won't you spare me? I know the breakdown, everything is gonna shake down.
Passed the ball for 143 yards, a total of 195 yards in the first half. 6 first downs, 2 penalties, 10 yards. For the Vikings, Antoine Carrington, 3 catches, 103 yards, and 1 touchdown. Trent Hill, the junior quarterback, 6 out of 10, passing the football, 1 touchdown, and 143 yards. For the Cullman Bearcats, they rushed for 76 yards, a very balanced attack here in the first half. Pass for 77 yards, a total of 153 yards in the first half. 3 penalties, 15 yards, and 6 first downs for the Cullman Bearcats. Once again, halftime being brought to you by Jasper's First Baptist Church and the O. Ricky Harris Insurance Agency. Ricky Harris, your nationwide insurance agent for Jasper and Walker County. You can give him a call or go by and see him at the overpass in Jasper. That's O. Ricky Harris Insurance Agency. We'll be back with the Viking Marching Band and more coming up from Ki-Ro Field in a moment.
Physical fitness is a wonderful thing. But you've got more of an
excellent job of it. Ben Miller prepares to kick off. I guess he's their kickoff man. And, of course, as usual, at number 1 and number 2 back deep for us, Mr. Blake and Mr. Patrick.
And if you kick away from one of them to the other, you're not making a whole lot of progress because both of them can run it out the end of the stadium.
Pick your poison.
Pick your poison is right. Good turn. All right, the kickoff coming from Cullman, and we're underway in the second half. Kicking this one toward the sideline. It's going to be taken in by Blake Ferris, who might have made a little mistake there. I'm not sure, but
well, Blake did the same thing they did to start the game with.
He caught the ball right on the sideline, off balance, and stepped out of bounds.
At looks like around the 12 down there. Whoa. So the Vikings, not your best of starts for the second half here as we open up a far hash mark wide side to the right. From maybe more like a 10.
You're not going to see that very often. Usually Walker will come out of there in pretty good shape on a kick, but a boo-boo that time, and Walker is backed up deep to start the second half. Trent Hill at quarterback, high formation. Here is the give to Ryan Stewart. He breaks 1 tackle, straight ahead to the 15, and up near the 19-yard line goes Stewart before he's knocked down by the Cullman defense, Josh Phillips, the outside linebacker, the initial tackler for Cullman, a 160-pound junior.
With help from his defensive end buddy out there, Preston Miller, 6'1", 185, to roll him down. As Ryan comes galloping out of there with it for a good game.
Walker's going to take what the Cullman defense gives him, but I'm sure Coach Davis would like to establish his running game a little more here in the second half.
Absolutely, no question about it.
Double wing set, Williams, Stewart, the 2 wingmen. Here is quarterback Trent Hill, his pass tipped at the line of scrimmage by one of those big interior Cullman linemen there on the defensive front. I think 52 was the man who got a paw up there to swat it. That's David Miller, the defensive end. He's a good football player. Incomplete.
Using his 6'4" frame to get up there and get a hand on it. That play was set up pretty well, but Miller read it, and a nice job to swat it down there.
Exacto mundo, my friendo.
So it's going to be a 3rd down and 4, possession conversion down. Vikings need to get this, Johnny.
Ferris to the left, Carrington to the right. Toss sweep. It's going to be Stewart. Stewart running hard. Bangs in there, running real hard. He's going to be hit and driven back. Going to depend on where his forward progress was stopped. The official got his foot down there. It's going to be mighty close, Woody.
Crutchfield and Darnell, Daniel and Crutchfield and Darnell Clay running interference. Yeah, Johnny's going to be real close. I think he's going to be a hair short as the chains are going to come out.
Nope, they give him the first down.
All right, glad I'm wrong. Cool. Sweep to the right side to wide side of the field, and Ryan blasts through there to get the first down. That is an important first down right there, getting us out of a hole.
By mere inches, too, but it is a game of inches.
Yep.
First down for Walker. There goes Mr. Ferris to the left, along with Nolan Williams. High formation for Walker, and a tight running set. Uh-oh, mix up in the backfield, ball on the ground. I think Cullman may have it, and indeed the Bearcats do, as number 55, Justin Brett, comes up with the fumble recovery for Cullman down at the 22-yard line.
Trent and Patrick bumping into each other, out popped the football, and Brett's going to gobble it up for Cullman. A humongous break for the Bearcats there.
So Walker has turned the football over twice in the ball game, once on an interception in the first half, and now a fumble recovery by the Cullman Bearcats. Just what the doctor ordered for Cullman.
Yep.
Double wing set, one back set behind Weathersby. Weathersby fumbles the football on the snap, and a penalty flag goes down.
Oh, man.
I think maybe some of the Walker defenders were swatting at the football before it was snapped or something. Let's see what they call here.
We'll see here. I thought they were going to turn it right back over to us.
Keith Dobbins, our cameraman, right on top of things on the TV side, with the lens right on the official. Illegal procedure, Cullman.
And back to about the 27, I guess. 26.
And I don't think we've given Keith a pat on the back in a couple of games. Keith Dobbins, our cameraman from Carbon Hill, runs a Jumbotron down at Alabama, has done work for ESPN and does a great job for us here on the Walker broadcast. Great camera work, Keith. Appreciate it. Heath Hall, right side. Hard runner, man. He gets it to the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. Franklin was over there. 42, Dustin Brown getting up as well. But Heath Hall is a hard man to bring down, number 35.
Dustin is going to get over and chop him down. Pretty good gain, though. As Hall's going to get back the yardage they lost, plus the foot or so.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 11 situation now for Cullman, after the penalty, of course. So a gain of 4 for Mr. Hall. Fumble. Here is a fumble, and it looks like Walker may have it. I believe a black and gold shirt is on the football.
30.
And it's Patana Parham. And he's going to be a great player for Walker, this kid, number 30.
Cullman went to waggle action, and then they're going to stick it back up inside, Johnny, but out came the football as he lost the handle after the waggle, and there was Parham jumping it for the Vikings.
He's a 6-foot, 188-pound 10th grader, only a sophomore, and if this kid stays healthy, he's going to be something.
Yep, he sure is.
So Cullman loses the football, and Walker takes the gift and says, thank you very much. High formation, Hill on the give, straight up the middle. It is Ryan Stewart, I tell you.
Man, Walker, they clog it up, man, don't they?
Walker's finding that running the football on this Cullman team is quite difficult, as Stewart got it maybe a yard on the carry.
55, Justin Britt with another tackle, and he had a lot of help from his buddies, too, because they were in there in the interior and pretty much a white stone wall there.
Justin Britt, he's a scary guy to meet out on the gridiron, 6'4", 225, only a sophomore. That's another player that's going to be an all-stater if he stays healthy. 2nd down, 8. Hill rolling right. Stewart blocking for him. Pass away. Overthrows Antoine Carrington at the 35. It's incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 situation for Walker.
Antoine in a crossing pattern. Rollout pass from Trent. As he kind of let him put it upstairs. Too much Will Harding in on coverage for Cullman.
Cullman defense doing a great job on first down, Woody. Got only 2 yards on the first down run a moment ago, and an incomplete pass, and all of a sudden you're facing 3rd and long. So the Cullman defense doing pretty much what they had planned to do, and that's stuff Walker on first down and maybe force them into a 3rd and long situation.
Daniel Kingham with a play. We go gun here.
Carrington to the right along with Nolan Williams. Trent rolling right, under pressure, skips away from the pressure. He's going to tuck it in and run. He gets it up to the first down marker, and Moore is still on his feet. Hard run, Trent Hill. Great run, Hill, the junior, to the 43. First down, Walker.
Zigging and zagging and breaking tackles and all kind of stuff, man, through traffic. Quint Rice is finally going to hit him down to the Cullman secondary. Big first down and great effort from Mr. Hill there.
It was pass all the way, but the receivers were well covered. Trent saw some daylight, and he ran to the daylight. Shotgun formation on a first down play from the Walker 42 to give us to Darnell Clay. Clay is going to be tripped up after a 3-yard gain. It looked like he was going to break that one for a lot more, but somebody made a shoestring tackle to save the day for the Bearcats.
Defensive end David Miller making that play. He was going to run for a lot of yardage. Whoa, that was fixing to open up. Good play, Miller, to put a stop to it.
That one designed to go up inside, Woody. Darnell saw that it was clogged up, took a little jitterbug move to the outside and had some running room, I thought, but a nice play by the end, David Miller. He's the second leading tackler on the Cullman football team.
Yeah, Darnell's quick enough to bounce it outside.
2nd down and 9 to go. The fake to Darnell Clay. Trent Hill going to run himself. He's going nowhere. Big number 52 in on the play. David Miller once again, that defensive end, and this cat's all over the football field.
Play action to Darnell and didn't fake Miller off as he read it beautifully and drags Trent down in the backfield there.
A loss of about a yard. It's 3rd down and 10 coming up for Walker. So once again, Cullman forcing the Vikings into a 3rd and long situation.
Blake Ferguson with a play here.
Zach Jett over the football. Crutchfield, Ellenberg, the 2 guards. Wood, no shields, the 2 tackles. Big offensive lineman. Hill, play action. Good protection, ball away. He's got a man, is incomplete. Incomplete. Antoine Carrington tried to make a sliding grab, but the ball was a one-hopper just in front of him. It's 4th down for Walker.
Deep curl, and Antoine's going to come up holding a finger or two. Looks like he put the scoop on it, almost, but not quite.
We were up at Sparkman, you and I, a couple of years ago, and we saw several fans looking our way doing that.
Yeah. We sure were.
They got mad at us. Here's the snap to Brett Morrison, and unusual is Brett shanks the punt off the side of his foot. It's going to go out of bounds in the air right around midfield someplace. Let's see where they spot it. Going to go down at the Cullman 48-yard line, so the Cats are going to have pretty good field position.
Yeah, that is your basic anomaly. Brett Morrison didn't do that a whole lot, but he sure did that time. And so Cullman's going to be the beneficiary of it from the 48, near hash white side to the right.
Here come the Bearcats with a 1st down and 10. Walker leads it 28-14, 7:03 to play 3rd quarter from Jasper. Lee Weathersby, the quarterback, 2 backs set behind him. Toss sweep. Heath Hall, running room. Hall turns on the speed. Good block on the corner. 2 good blocks. Heath Hall may take it all the way and does so. Touchdown, Cullman. Good blocking on the corner as the Cullman blockers mowed down the Walker defenders like bowling pins, and Heath Hall was never touched.
Just the way you draw it up. That is beautiful blocking. You don't do it any better than that. They were just chopping us down left and right. And that is fine execution by the Bearcats. And Mr. Hall can motor 52 yards, and it's a 1-touchdown game.
This one closer than I thought it would be. It's 28-20. Here's the kick from Miller away. Strong-legged Miller boosted through there. 28-21. Walker by 1 score. 6:54 to play 3rd quarter. This is a great football game. We'll be back after the break. The playoffs on WARF.
It's a jungle out there, but there's no need to hunt for quality auto body repairs. And like
was motoring, buddy.
And it was all set up by the shank punt. which went out of bounds around the Cullman 48-yard line. So the Cats had good field position, and they took advantage of it. Kickoff. Miller boots it to the goal line. Blake Ferris on the return. He's going to be hit on a beautiful open field tackle at the 11-yard line.
Josh Phillips is going to get down there and get him down. That is super coverage, as we know what Blake can do, and Phillips with a tremendous play in open field.
Absolutely wonderful open field tackle. Absolutely. This is a good football game. 28-21, Walker leads. Obviously, anybody's ball game. 6:46 to play in the third quarter. Daniel King wide right. I believe it's Blake Ferris wide to the left side. Double wing set. Here comes a wingman in motion. It's Spears. Option play. Trent Hill tucks it in. 15, 20. He's going to be dragged down from behind at the 24-yard line and will pick up a first down for Walker.
Yes, he will. 20's going to get over. Dude who just made the tackle, Phillips, from his outside linebacker position, as they took the pitch man and the first option, Darnell, and there Trent was taking off with it.
King out, Carrington in with a play from the Walker Brain Trust along the sideline below us here. Great crowd on hand for the ball game. Everybody loves the playoffs. You're a high school football fan, you're going to be at a playoff game. Ferris left along with Nolan Williams. Tight set otherwise for Walker. First man through is Darnell Clay. Jumps over one man, can't get away from the other defenders though, and goes down at the 27-yard line. Darnell running hard, but Cullman has stopped the running game up the middle very, very well in this one.
Stinky tackling by 55 Brett again. He has got a ton of solos in this game.
Goodness
gracious.
gracious.
It looked like Darnell was going to leap over him, Johnny, really, but Brett got him by the ankle and would not let go.
And as we mentioned, the leading tackler on the Cullman team, the linebacker Brett, he had 130 tackles, solos, coming into this game. That's amazing.
Just a sophomore, too.
Walker with one wingman. The give is to Ryan Stewart. Stewart trying to find some daylight, lowers his head, booms across the 30 to the 32-yard line. On the stop for Cullman, A.J. Johnson, who opened the year at running back, along with Heath Hall, had a great tandem back there. Johnson, though, injured his shoulder in the Scottsboro game. He can't take the bumps, the bruises, the hits at running back, so they moved him out to wide receiver so that he wouldn't have to take so many hits.
Well, he delivered one that time. I tell you, there's some hitting going on now, buddy. You can tell it's playoff time. Josh Shelton, his buddy, came up to help him double team him down. And Johnny, there's some hitting going on down there right now.
Third down and 1 for Walker. Double wing set for the Vikings. Nolan Williams in motion. Option play. The toss to Williams, and Cullman comes up with a big defensive play as they hit Nolan Williams at the 23 and knock him down for a loss.
It's Josh Phillips again. As he came flying through there, read it perfectly, read the pitch, and was right there as Nolan caught the pitch to hit him down.
Brett Morrison checks in to do the punting now for Walker. Had a shank punt the last time he kicked it. Of course, averages 44 yards per kick, leading punter in the Birmingham metro area. And let's see, I think the return man probably is Heath Hall. Here's Morrison. He didn't shank that baby. He sent it into orbit. Fair catch, called for, take it in at the 37-yard line. So Morrison redeems himself with a cannon shot and a long, high punt.
35 with a solid catch on the football. Heath Hall down there and at his 37-yard line, pretty much the near hash mark, wide side to the right. Cullman back with the football, trailing by a touchdown. They trailed 21-0 at one point in this game. They have hung tough and fought back.
They've scored a lot of points this year, coming averaging 28 per ball game. Twin back set behind the quarterback Weathersby. Here's some misdirection.
Yeah, they go to a wing T offense and waggle action, trying to hit it back up inside. Vikings play it tough. There's Masonberg and Franklin.
That's right. Masonberg, the linebacker. Dennis Franklin, the defensive tackle, stayed at home. They weren't fooled, and they knocked the running back down for a yard loss.
Last time they ran waggle, they fumbled on the play, but they executed that time, but so did the Viking defense.
Ben Miller wide to the right. Wingman in motion for Cullman. Wing T offense, as you mentioned. Weathersby cuts it up inside on the option and keeps himself to the 43-yard line. He's knocked down there, I think, by Ryan Stewart.
Right. Ryan got over and flattened him out. So a big third down conversion, possession down for Cullman. 3 minutes in the third quarter, 28-21 Vikings by a touchdown. Good playoff game.
Gain of 7 on the last play. 3rd down and 4 coming up now for Cullman. Miller to the left. Number 20, Josh Phillips, the wingman. 2 backs set behind the quarterback, Weathersby. Tosses to Heath Hall. There he goes again around the right side, and Wilson tracks him down in Walker territory at the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. 1st down, Cullman. That play is clicking for the Bearcats. Heath Hall, simple toss, sweep right.
Quick acceleration. He'll spot a lane, Johnny. He's got quick acceleration. As soon as he spots the lane, he's through there. And he got a good gain, 1st down, far hash wide side to the left from the 39 there, I guess.
Viking fans beginning to get a wee bit antsy here at the stadium, so are the broadcasters. Double wing set, man in motion off the wing. Quick hitter, Heath Hall. He's going to be clogged up there right in the middle for a short gain. 58 is Ellenberg, who had him by the ankles and was closed out by some of his teammates. Among them, Justin Brown, the linebacker for the black and gold.
Jason Basenberg there too. I think Dennis Franklin as well. Gain tackling Vikings for a yard. Blackstone wall that time.
2nd down and 9 coming up for Cullman. Miller splitting to the left. Phillips, the wingman right, running the wing T offense. And the give up the middle once again to Heath Hall. And once again, he's going to be stuffed. And once again, it's Bubba. Big Bubba Ellenberg getting him by the ankles there right at the line of scrimmage.
Right. Early penetration. Big play, Bubba. He's going to get him and twist him down. Another big 3rd down play here.
3rd and 9 to go. No gain on the last play. So Walker forces the Cullman O into a 3rd and long situation, probably a passing down, but I don't know. The way Heath Hall's been running that toss sweep, they might go to that. Receivers wide to the right, 2 of them. 1 receiver split to the left side. Weathersby, 2-step drop, timing pattern. Blake Ferris back there defensively. Who's got the ball? Both of them are fighting for it. Cullman gets the catch. He and Ferris went down with the football. Ferris comes up with it. The official gives the ball to Cullman. I think that was a bad call.
Ben Miller caught it, and I think the rule goes, the old saying, tie goes to the offense, and apparently that's what happened. Ben Miller is going to come away with it. The fade, and both guys went up for it, and Miller gets the ruling, and Cullman gets the ruling.
1st down, Cats. Trying to tie the ball game. They have it at the Walker 16. Weathersby fumbles the football. Viking defense after him, and he goes down. Hankins knocks him down for a loss at the 23.
Oh, man. Just a simple fumble, a snap. Just a simple play. The center quarterback exchange, man, and sometimes it's...
In a close game like this, too, Woody, and you know it, little plays like that will get you beat.
Exactly right. Bobby was right there to make sure and not knock him down. Big loss.
Miller left. Josh Phillips right. Shotgun formation. 2 backs in to protect the quarterback, Weathersby. 2nd down, 17 for Cullman. Weathersby rolls back. Penalty flag down. Dennis Franklin can't make the tackle. Weathersby scooting through there. He's finally going to be corralled and knocked down at the Walker's 14-yard line. Penalty flag, though, in the Cullman backfield. We may have a holding penalty right here, Woody.
I think they had a setback moving. Dustin Brown going to butt him down over on the far side. I think they were in motion, if I ain't mistaken.
And one of the Walker players still down on the far sideline. Let's see if we can
It's Antoine. It's a cramp, I believe, Johnny. Antoine with a cramp over there.
Yep, you're right. It's Antoine, and they're working on him as though it is a cramp. Great crowd from Cullman making its way down to the ball game tonight, just scanning the stands across the way. Just a wonderful crowd from Cullman. We knew they would bring a lot of fans with them. The short trip down Highway 69, but it's just a wonderful night for a playoff game, and the stands here on the home side are full. Antoine getting up. He just had a cramp. He's coming off the field under his own power, trying to walk it off. Meanwhile, let's get back to the penalty. It's going to go against Cullman. And I think that was a holding call, if I'm not mistaken.
Illegal shift. That's what I thought it was.
Illegal shift.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
End of the third quarter coming up with 13 ticks left on the clock. The Viking fans trying to cheer their heroes on. Second down, 22 for Cullman. Weathersby to pass. Good protection. He's aiming for the goal line. The end zone, incomplete. Incomplete. Patrick Wilson back there on coverage. He says, hey, I've intercepted the football. The official says, no, you were out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
single coverage. Patrick Wilson on an island, and he just played it beautifully. Almost had the pick, but had the guy smothered and batted it away. Incomplete into the quarter.
So, 3 quarters in the book. First round of the high school football playoffs. Walker 28, Cullman 21. Back with the fourth quarter and the ball game after the break. Viking football, a sports presentation of Covered. He's going to scramble and try to pick up his first down. Hankins hits him head up at the 19, and he goes down short of the first down.
Oh, Bobby almost D-heads him down there. Bobs him out of bounds. It'll be 4th and long. Cullman needs about the 8 or the 7. And looks like they're going to kick a field goal or what here. We'll see.
Third quarter stats. Walker 53 yards on the ground, 81 through the air. Cullman 68 on the ground, 23 through the air.
36-yard attempt, Miller.
He's got a strong leg. Here is the kick. It's up long enough. It is good. So Miller boots the field goal to narrow the Walker lead. 11:07 to play in the ball game. Walker 28, Cullman 24. Back after this break. This is Viking football and the first round of the state playoffs.
English Plaza Pharmacy, Highway 78 East in Jasper, for accurate prescription filling by people who care. English Plaza Pharmacy offers fast, efficient service, all over-the-counter remedies, gifts, greeting cards, and film developing. Most insurance plans are accepted at English Plaza Pharmacy, and they take Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. English Plaza Pharmacy would like to welcome Terry Wood to the friendly staff. Come by and see Terry for all your prescription needs. At English Plaza Pharmacy, your Healthcare America pharmacy on Highway 78 East in Jasper.
For your pregame meal, stop by the Cooler in downtown Jasper. The Cooler, featuring great steaks, chicken, barbecue, seafood, and some of the best ribs in town. Don't forget Ladies' Night every Monday and karaoke on Wednesday night. Weekdays, the Cooler offers great lunch specials. The Cooler, 19th Street, downtown Jasper.
Well, obviously, it goes without saying, this game is going to be won by either Cullman or Walker in the fourth quarter.
We've got some drama building now, buddy, do we not?
We certainly do. It's 28-24. Remember, Walker jumped all over the Bearcats, went out to a 21-0 lead in the first half. Cullman, no pun intended, but the Cats have clawed their way back into the ball game, and it's a close one, 28-24.
Great football game.
Here's the kickoff from Miller. It sails into the Walker end zone and will be brought out to the 20-yard line.
But you have to give Cullman credit for us not losing their composure. As you say, they got behind 21-0. The defense with 2 interceptions just within seconds of each other. And a lot of teams would have folded right there, Johnny, but they hung tough. And they've, as you say, good word, clawed their way back into it. And here they are. Well, 4 points down. But Walker still has the lead in this one.
That's the difference between the regular season and the playoffs. Good teams don't get rattled and usually don't fold, and that's what you've got in the playoffs. Good teams. Hill at quarterback. Quick pitch out. Ryan Stewart to the 26. He's rolled down at that point by the Cullman defenders, and it was number 55 on the stop. Justin Bredd again with another solo tackle.
And that's a good gain. Sweep to the right side, and there is over there Mr. Zach Wood and Daniel Crutchfield, and Jet to center firing out for a good gain right there.
Well, it's a matter of who wants the game the most here in the fourth quarter, and Stewart was running hard on that play. Second down and 5 from the Walker 25. Jeremy Spears splitting out, and we have some confusion down there on the Walker side of the football on the offense. Folks were out of position and trying to get into position, and we got a penalty, an illegal procedure call against Walker.
It looked like we were trying to shift into an unbalanced line, and I couldn't quite get the thing set, and the flag came out with a procedure call. That'll make it second and, 9.5 now, I guess.
Yep, thereabouts, Wood. Remember, the winner of this game will take on the winner of the Russellville-Oxford game, that one being played at Russellville tonight. If Walker wins, the Vikings will be on the road traveling back up to Russellville. Of course, here's another penalty flag down, 2 of them.
And another one out.
3 flags down. What's going on? Illegal procedure, Walker again.
Somebody's going to get an unsportsmanlike. Let's see who's going to be. That's going to be one of them. This is going to take a while to sort out.
Oh my goodness! One of these things where they have to have a conference that lasts for an eternity. Well, no, it's just going to be illegal procedure apparently. Timeout Walker. Yep, timeout Vikings. 10:13 to play in the ball game. Walker 28, Cullman 24. The Cullman crowd making some noise across the way, and well, they should be. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Viking football on WARF.
Today's best music, all easy to find at Sound Shop. Stop in and check out their huge selection of your favorite music. Rock, pop, rap, country, and gospel, plus a whole lot more. Don't know what you're looking for? One of our friendly sales associates can help you find it on our sound system.
They've shifted into reverse. It's second down and 15 after the penalty, Woody, and that's something that I'm sure has Coach Davis upset down on the Walker sideline. This is a close ball game, and you can't afford to have penalties like that, especially deep in your own territory in a close playoff game.
Nolan quarterback.
Receivers all over the field. Nolan from the shotgun. Fake to Darnell Clay. Nolan will keep himself, and he wiggles his way up to the original line of scrimmage. Gets 5 out of the carry back up to the 20.
Where David Miller is going to get him in a Bearcat hug and haul him down there. And it's starting to get late. Vikings with a precarious 28-24 lead here.
And Cullman has really moved the ball on Walker, especially here in the second half. They have cranked it up offensively, turned it up a notch, so to speak, and the Vikings need to answer offensively. But 3rd and 10 coming up for Walker. And I think Nolan Williams still in there at quarterback.
No, it's Trent now.
No, it's Trent. You're right. 14 to pass the football. He's got Blake Ferris complete at the 30. Ferris skips away from 1 man, 2 men, 40. Ferris still on his feet at midfield. First down, Walker. Beautiful, beautiful throw. Beautiful catch and a great run after the throw.
Oh, that's hard to describe. That is just pure pleasure to watch. Blake Ferris doing his thing. Oh, that's pretty. Nifty moves after catching the football, and the big thing is the Vikings are out of a hole. It was looking pretty dark down there 2 seconds ago.
I tell you, a 30-yard gain. If Walker's going to win this one, it's going to be through the air, looks like. Ferris wide to the right side along with Jeremy Spears. Otherwise, a tight set. Vikings go to the toss sweep to Ryan Stewart. Stewart into Cullman territory and is knocked down at the Bearcat 47-yard line.
Big Britt's going to flatten him out in there. But a decent gain into Bearcat territory, as you say, Johnny. 47 in between the hashes. Man, what a big play Blake Ferris made play before.
Walker really wants to mix it up here, Woody, of course, and the clock is ticking with 8:37 to go. They get the running game cranked up and run some of that clock and score. That could be very, very big here in the 4th quarter, obviously.
That would be nice.
Trent Hill back to pass. Good protection. Ball away. Got a man.
Yeah.
It's going to be complete to Blake Ferris once again for a first down at the Cullman 39.
Roll-out pass, and Trent showed he could really do that very well this year to the right. He's a righty, and he put the laser beam out there right where number 1, Mr. Ferris, could catch it. He did so.
Oh, man, to have a couple of split ends like Blake Ferris and Antoine Curington has got to be a coach's fantasy.
Wow. 2 big catches by Mr. Blake on this one. That was a great throw by Trent, too.
Jet over the pigskin. at the Cullman 39. First down and 10, Walker. The offset I formation. 2 receivers to the right. Walker will go to the running attack. It's Darnell Clay. Clay is going to be hit after a short gain and drop. Number 54, Terry Aldridge, over to make the play defensively for Cullman.
Big Zach Tubbs, too. Is he going to squash him with his 320-pound frame? And Darnell, Johnny, just likes a half a step, gets out of there every time with it, seems like, and just can't quite get out of there with it.
He's been a step away from breaking a big one, but Cullman seems to be there at the last moment defensively. We're going to have to go down and check in with Brett here in just a moment. He's down on the Walker sideline checking out one of the injured players. Pass. It's going to be intercepted by Heron once again. He's hit and drops at the 50-yard line. That's the second INT for number 21, Heron. Let's go down to Brett right now, who is on the Walker sideline. Brett?
Remember when Antoine Carrington came out of the football game, he is still cramping, and the student trainers are still working on him as he's still cramping here on the sidelines. And so was Tread Hill earlier. Back to you guys.
All right, Cullman with a golden opportunity after the INT. 7:05 to play. Walker 28, Cats 24. Here is Weathersby. The toss is to Hall. Hall jukes up inside there, and he's hit down by Bobby Hankins at the Walker 46.
Again, Hall with it weaving his way through traffic on those sweep plays. He has a knack for finding a lane and accelerating through it. And that's a decent gain again there for him. Into Viking territory, far hash mark, wide side to the right. By the way, Ryan Stewart made the tackle on the INT return from Heron there a while ago. This Heron kid has played an incredible game, and he's a sophomore.
Second down and 6, full house backfield for Weathersby and company. Here's a misdirection play to Phillips, going nowhere as the Viking defense shuts it down right at the line of scrimmage. And actually the running back that time, number 20, that's Phillips, lost a yard on the carry.
Bubba Ellenberg and Dennis Franklin dig it. Waggle action again, and then they hit the quick counter. But right there, Bubba and Dennis were in his face.
Third down, 7 yards to go for Cullman. At the Walker 48. Receiver split wide to the right side. Weathersby, play action, rolling right, looking to pass. Good coverage. Now he's under pressure. He's going to run for the first down, and I don't believe he got it. I'm not sure. It's going to be close.
I think you're right.
It's going to be awfully close. Ellenberg got over there to run him out of bounds right near the first down marker. He needed 7 yards. And if you're a Walker fan, you're hoping he only got 6.5. And of course, across the way, hundreds of Cullman fans are hoping he got 7.5. So let's see.
That stops the clock, 5:44 to play. Won't be any overtime in this one. It's a 4-point game.
They're not even going to measure. It's fourth down and about 2.
Big decision for Coach Britton here. They're going for it. Viking defense and the fans. Listen to the fans.
Fourth down and 1. Weathersby fumbles the snap. There's a mad scramble for the football. Penalty flags down. I think Walker came up with the ball.
Ellenberg got it.
We're going to have to sort this one out as penalty flags went down. Illegal procedure, Cullman, and Walker will have the football.
Wait a minute now. Is it a dead ball foul? If it's a dead ball foul,
let's see. The flag came out after the ball was snapped.
It's going to be a dead ball foul. It'll be fourth down again and 5 and a half a foot.
Oh, boy, that was a break for Cullman. My goodness, Walker would have been set up in great position.
Exactly. Good point, because we would have had it way up here. Now we got to return the punt. Blake back there, but he can break one.
Walker better watch out now. We've got a new punter in there, number 30. That's A.J. Johnson, who's a running back.
They better watch the up back, too. There he is.
The give is to Hall. He's going to be short of his first down. He's short of his first down. Little flea flicker play. Didn't fool Bobby Hankins as he made the tackle on a guy who is hard to bring down. They snapped it to the up back just as you predicted, Woody, and then he handed off to Heath Hall on sort of a misdirection type thing. Hankins got him.
Great execution, Cullman, and even greater defensive play, Bobby Hankins, Johnny, as he read it. Wow, Bobby, dig it.
That's the biggest play of the ball game thus far.
Yeah,
Hankins makes the tackle. 5:29 to go in this one. Nolan Williams, Blake Ferris, splitting wide right. I formation, Trent Hill under center. Vikings go to the run. It's Ryan Stewart, right side, picking up 3, maybe 4 yards, running behind his fine offensive line over there on the right side, which, of course, is going to be Zach Wood and Daniel Crutchfield, a couple of seniors over there.
And Big Britt's going to pounce in for Cullman with another tackle. He's got a sack full of those tonight. He's played a fine game. He's a sophomore. Man, they got a couple of 3 real good sophomores on this team. Look out for them in a couple of years.
This is a good football team.
Them and Gardendale.
All right, 2nd down, 7 to go for Walker. They have it at their own 47. Again, the run. It's Ryan Stewart. He dives over the pile this time. Stewart will get yardage any way he can get it. If he has to sprout wings and fly over the defense, he'll do that.
He's pumped, to say the least. Ryan wants this game. What a heart. And he's got a lot of ability to back it up, but nobody's got a bigger heart than that young man either.
He's a natural-born football player.
That's right.
That's no doubt. Walker has several of those. Basenberg, just a bunch of them wearing the black and gold.
Yep.
3rd down and 3 now for Walker. Big play at the Cullman 49. Cullman shifting its defense. Here is the option play to Trent Hill. He's going to be short of his first down as he'll be knocked down about a yard shy at the 46.
Oh, boy. Big decision here for Coach Davis. 54-35 in on the tackle for Cullman. Terry Aldridge and Heath Hall playing both ways. This Hall's a good one. Man, he's one of them natural-born football players, too, I think.
Here comes the punting team in. I think Trent Hill and the offense wanted to go for it. Coach Davis thought about it, but you've got a great punter. 3:38 to go in the ball game. Morrison going to try to kick that baby deep and pin Cullman back.
Nolan the up back.
4th down, 2 yards to go for Walker. And let's see, we may have a timeout, or is there a penalty flag down?
I don't know, but Coleman's got to have a touchdown. They got to get pay dirt. Uh-oh, that one hurt there.
A 5-yard penalty. That's not going to affect Brett Morrison too badly. Just gives him a little more room to boom one down to the goal line.
I was sort of kind of assuming Nolan was going to get that snap, but I don't think he will now.
Not now, for sure. Here's the kick. It's a nice kick, a wobbly one. Takes a big Walker bounce. He picks it up inside the 10. The return man is down inside the 10-yard line. So the Walker strategy works to perfection.
Oh, man, big mistake by Heath Hall down there. Bless that kid's heart. But he touched it, Johnny. He had to go after it. It didn't look like he tried to stay away from it. He sort of kind of half-heartedly tried to catch it and then decided not to, but he touched it. Said, I got to go after this thing, man. By that time, pursuit had caught up.
Yeah, I think his indecision there really caught up with him.
Right.
He didn't know what to do.
Right.
Cullman from the 8-yard line. Here's the gift to Heath Hall. He's hit and goes down at the line of scrimmage.
Dustin Brown's going to flatten him out down there.
Inside linebacker, the big senior who's had a great year for Walker. He's 5'9", 204 pounds, and he turned loose on the running back that time.
I'll say. Had a couple of hits for losses against Dora last week, -3, -2 yards. And man, that was a big one there, holding them to a yard.
2nd down and 9. Cullman at its own 9-yard line, trailing Walker 28-24. Weathersby back to pass. He's hit by Dennis Franklin in the backfield, and he goes down at the 5-yard line. Big play from the sophomore defensive tackle for Walker.
Waggle action, and then the quick drop, and nobody to throw to. Credit to secondary, too. He didn't have a whole lot of time. Blake Ferris and Bobby Hankins out there. Meanwhile, Dennis Franklin was flattening him out.
And Cullman wants a timeout. 2:28 to play in the ball game. Walker 28, Cullman 24. We'll be back right after the break. Walker football on WARF.
In your life, you seem to have it all. You seem to have control. But deep within your soul, you're losing, yeah. You never took the time. Assume that you're to blame. You think that you're insane. Won't you spare me? I know the breakdown. Everything is gonna shake down someday. I know the breakdown. Tell me again, am I awake now? Maybe you can find the reason that no one else is living this way. Yeah, living this way. Yeah. Yeah, right. Your world is built around the faces of the clown. Voices in your head think this book
Two downs, they've got to have a first down, and we've got 12 yards to keep them from getting it.
That's right. It's
Game
going
will
to
be over.
3rd down and 12 coming up. Play of the game for Cullman. Again, the winner will take on the winner of the Russellville-Oxford game. Let's check with Brett while we have a moment and see what the atmosphere is like down there among the players. Brett?
Pretty exciting. Another score from the first round playoffs, 42-20. Parrish is winning that football game. So they've got that one well in hand. If we got a barn burner here, back to you guys.
Thank you, Brett. 3rd down, 12. Weathersby from the shotgun. 2 backs in the backfield to help protect. Weathersby under pressure. Throws complete short of the first down as Ryan Stewart makes the tackle immediately on number 21 for the Cullman Bearcats, who's had a big game, Tyler Heron.
Vikings red dogging everybody but the water boy that play, and he just got the pass underway, but there was Ryan Stewart to roll him down after the dude caught the throw, and Cullman's down to their last down here. They've got to have, what, 5 yards? Or else this thing's over.
4th down and, 4 or 5 yards to go. They get the pass completion to Heron, and only 2:17 to go on the clock. Walker 28-24. Vikings jumped out to a 21-0 lead. First time the offense touched the ball in the game. They drove it 60 yards for a score, and then the defense scored 2 touchdowns back-to-back on 2 interceptions. Lee Weathersby intercepted twice, once by Ben Miller for a touchdown, and the other one by Antoine Curington, I think, for the TD. 4th down, Cullman, and 4, the Bearcats will go for it. Weathersby under center. Look for the long count. Weathersby, quick toss. Heath Hall circling the end. Picks up his first down and more. Hankins going to have to track him down and gets him at the 36. First down, Cullman.
And they have life. A toss sweep, and man, they have run that for a ton of yardage tonight. And again, Hall gets out of there with it for a crucial first down. Gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, 2:08.
Heath Hall, a 20-yard jaunt. First down, Cullman. Clock will start in right now. Weathersby looking to pass. Good protection across the into the flat to Heron, incomplete.
Yeah, a little dump-off job, but just a little bit out of his reach out there. A minute 59 out of play, 2nd and 10. As it is crunch time, buddy. And the Vikings have the upper hand. Cullman's got to have a touchdown.
Second down and 10 for the Cats. and the wing tee. Here's the toss the other way to Heath Hall. Nothing doing. Basenberg is there along with Ben Miller to knock Heath Hall to the ground hard, and he gets up limping.
Basenberg, the leading tackler on the team. Give him another one there. 10.2 average every game. It's second down.
Gain of a yard, or loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Hall to pass, or Weathersby to pass. It's complete and out of bounds immediately.
Now wait a minute. It was third. They got third down. Okay, it will be third down.
It will be
It's fourth down now. I thought it was third down there. That's what the official down keeper. Now it's fourth down again, Johnny. Another crucial play.
Fourth down for Cullman once again. I tell you, they had the wrong down on the scoreboard, and then they had the wrong down across the way. They finally got it corrected.
It's fourth down.
Shotgun formation for Weathersby and company. Phillips in motion off the wing. Weathersby. He's looking across the middle. He's got a man. It's going to be incomplete. He was open, but a bad pass too high. Walker takes over with 1:18 to play in the ball game.
Well, it just don't get no better than this. Give Cullman credit, man. They have fought back in this game. Hard hitting, but the Vikings have fought hard too.
Oh, man. This is more fun than a train ride to New Orleans.
Man, I tell you what, if it gets any better than this, Johnny, I don't think I can stand it. Give me a sedative.
Oh, boy, 2 of them.
Man.